It was a senior day to remember for the Seton Hall Pirates as both the men and the women's teams get the win. But the big story is out at the Prudential Center where the men's basketball team edged out the number 5 Xavier Musketeers 90-81. And we start right there. Clayton Collier joined alongside George Balecki here for Pirate TV. Well, it's quite the exciting time in South Orange as for the first time since 1994, both the men's and the women's basketball programs will be dancing this March. And Gus, you'll be calling the game today on Fox. What do you see for Seton Hall here after 2 grinded out wins going up against Villanova?
I tell you, they got so much talent and they're athletic.
Here with Braden Anderson in the Walsh Gymnasium for beefsteak. And Braden, when you see this much support for Seton Hall all in one place, you can see it for yourself. I mean, what does that mean for you to know that you have the fans behind you?
Well, to me, what I see here is just a fan base that's ready to explode.
Hello, Pirate fans. I'm Clayton Collier here, bringing you your Pirate Sports Update. The downward spiral for the Seton Hall men's basketball program continued Monday night as the Pirates fell to the 6th-ranked Villanova Wildcats 80-54 in Pennsylvania. But it wasn't that loss that had everyone talking. Seton Hall has suspended redshirt junior Sterling Gibbs for 2 games for striking Nova guard Ryan Arcidiacono in the face in the second half of last night's game. Gibbs, who was ejected with a flagrant 2 for his actions, issued an apology via Twitter saying, "Man, that's not who I am. I'm sorry to my family, friends, fans, and team for being an embarrassment. Even more so, sorry to Ryan Arcidiacono. I let my emotions get the best of me, and that wasn't acceptable at all. I hope you're all right, and I will face any consequences coming." Isaiah Whitehead also had 15 points in that game, and Angel Delgado had 10 points as well as 7 boards. The win puts the Wildcats at 24-2, while the Pirates fall to 15-11 on the year and 5-11 in conference play. On the other end of the ball, Deja Simmons was named to the Big East Women's Basketball Weekly Honor Roll Tuesday for her recent efforts. She scored 23 points in the Pirates' thrilling 81-80 win in the Windy City against DePaul Friday night and scored 26 in the 73-70 loss at Marquette on Sunday. Overall, Simmons has an average of 17.5 points per game and 5.5 rebounds per game as well. Seton Hall looks to improve on their 22-4 record when they face Georgetown at home this Friday in the Walsh Gymnasium. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. That's all for your Pirate Sports Update. I'm Clayton Collier. Now back to Ethan and Joe for more of the news you need to know. They don't call it March Madness for nothing. Picks, brackets, regions, media, storylines, matchups. It can all get kind of crazy, right? But as Seton Hall prepares to take on Gonzaga in their first NCAA tournament game in a decade, point guard Isaiah Whitehead is just concerned with one thing, and that's to get on this court in 24 hours and just play ball. For the first time in 23 years, the Seton Hall Pirates are advancing to the Big East Tournament Championship game. That following the 87-83 win over the number 5 Xavier Musketeers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WSOU postgame report. Clayton Collier here, joined by George Balecki. And George, for Seton Hall, it is the second time that they upset the number 5 Xavier in just a 12-day span. And once again, it is the lockdown defense for the Pirates that gets them the big victory.
You look at that, it's what the defense was all about. We've been saying all season long, Clayton, that the defense will feed into this offense.
Once again for Seton Hall, it was Kadeen Carrington, Isaiah Whitehead leading the way on the scoring end of things. 94 points, George, combined between the two of them in the 2 Big East tournament games this season. Just an incredible feat for the two of them.
You're right, and everyone came into this tournament. They talked about Isaiah Whitehead.
Pirates get the win over the number 5 Xavier 87-83. They will take on Villanova at 5:30 Eastern Time in the Big East Tournament Finals. You can listen on 89.5 FM WSOU. Coverage will begin at 5 p.m. You can also follow us on Twitter at WSOU Sports if you can't quite get to a radio. In the meantime, though, this is George Balecki, this is Clayton Collier, and this has been your WSOU postgame report. Thanks, guys. I'm here with Derek Gordon. And Derek, you guys have been playing defense so well, then you let up Creighton shooting 67% in the second half. What happened?
Just a lot of mental lapses. I mean, we weren't communicating out there as a group. And
Seton Hall in the first round of the NCAA tournament. It's been a game a decade in the making for the Pirates. In the meantime, we'll be on the call. You can listen to us then on WSOU. This has been your WSOU pregame report.